I recently had my head pulled out my ass. It had been up there for a couple of years. It was pretty dark in there. Whew, it's good to be out. There's light out here. But anyway, it's this trip. I went on this trip up into the Gorkha region, the mountain area of Nepal that was heavily affected by the earthquake back in April. We went up about 2,800 meters high. So cold over there. And these children in the school, Manikam Devi High School, it's over 600 children, 614 children, I think. Many of them don't have shoes. You know, they lost. They had they're a community built over 12 generations of 700 families, and the whole village was flattened. You know, so that they're now living in temporary shelters. It's a pretty hardcore, extreme conditions. There's a video of that if you want to have a look. Where was I? Oh, and then after that, we go down, and then we go up another 1,500 meters, and we get to this village called South Piney, which is a village of about 5,000 people. And within a village community, there is, little smaller villages within the bigger. So anyway, we're distributing over 600 roofing sheets, tin sheets, for 126 families to build temporary shelters, because there's only one building left standing from after the earthquake. People are still at this stage waiting for materials for temporary shelters. So, that was a bit of an eye-opener again. We get to this, we were invited to this one home, and we meet this family, and the little community around the family comes together, and we meet this woman. Her name is Manmaya BK. BK is a reference to her caste. The caste system is an old, obsolete political system that came in from India at some stage back in the past. And basically the caste system divides people and designates them their social standing. So if you are designated as Brahmin caste, then you're a higher caste person, so you get higher caste privileges. If you're of the lower caste, you're only ever qualified to do the work, and you're only accepted to do the work that earns the lowest wage. And so you are, and you don't qualify for any social assistance whatsoever, not from government, not from your fellow people, you're the dregs of society. So anyway, Manmaya BK and her husband, they are of the lower caste. She's a field worker and he's a blacksmith. Now, they have 6 children. The one child is married. 5 are still at school. 4 are in primary school and 1 is in secondary school. So Nirmala is the eldest girl. She's 16 years. She's in class 7. After her is Bimala. Bimala's 14. She's in class 3. Then there's Bikram, the little boy. He's 12 and he's in class 3. And then there's Benita. There we go, that's Benita. She's 7. She's in class 2. And then the last little boy, Ganesh, he's 4 and in class 1. Okay, now here's the thing. So they already have a pretty rough situation in life being lower caste people, but hey, they're not the only ones. The stuff is happening everywhere. So not too bad. Then they lose their home in the earthquake, so they lose everything. Things are getting a little bit tougher. But then, on top of that, now, mother, who's 36 years old, there's a reason that she's sitting on the concrete floor, all shivering and looking all feeble and stuff, and the reason is she's being diagnosed with cancer. So now things are really not looking good. The dregs of society anyway, you've lost your home, and all your possessions, whatever they are, and now you've got cancer as the mother, and you keep working. She continues to work as a field worker because she wants, provide for her children. But the state that she's in when we meet her, when I see her, is not good. So anyway, I don't know too much about cancer, and I'm not feeling much. No prodding, nothing's going on. But she says these final words. I don't understand anything, but I know that I've got to ask Prem. What did she say? So I ask him, Prem Dai, what did she say? And Prem says to me, she said, I'm dying soon. Please take care of my children. That did something inside him. That did something. I'm dying soon. Please take care of my children. That was a pretty simple request. So then came my next question. Practical stuff. Practically, what does it mean to look after these 5 children? What does it mean to give them school fees, textbooks, stationery, transport, everything that they need for school? What does it take for their clothing, shoes, rain jackets, winter stuff whenever that's needed? What does that take? Food. What does it take to look after these 5 children as a mother would look after her children, and to move them educationally from illiterate to literate?
$1,825 a year.
Superb. How much of that can I afford? Whew, okay. Well, let's see. Realistically, I got $10, and even that would mean sacrificing 34 cups of tea. So I'm saying to myself that I'm in Asia, India, Nepal, and I'm not going to drink tea for 1 month. Good luck with that. Okay, so my $10 annual contribution's not gonna do any good here. Okay. But what about if we had 200 people, each contributing just $10 once a year? Well, then that would take care of everything. Okay, so I came up with a game. To solve this whole problem. It's not really that big. And it's simple. If you can tick all of these little things, then you qualify to play the game. So number 1, are you my friend? Cool, tick, boonk. Can you afford $10 once a year? Cool, tick, boonk. Do you have 5 friends? Cool, tick, boonk. Can each one of these 5 friends afford $10 once a year? Cool, tick, boonk. Do those 5 friends have 4 friends each? Tick, boonk. And can those 4 friends afford $10 once a year? Tick, boonk. There we go. Just like that. If you've just ticked all those boxes just like that, what you've done is you've built a team of 25. 25 times 8 is 200. Plus the 8 of you, 208, plus myself, 209, which is just more than what we need to look after these 5 children. Aha! I hear you ask questions. What about the formalities, the practicalities, the legalities, the taxmen? What about them? This is so much fun. That's all taken care of. Our fundraising campaign page is set up, everything bona fide, secure. You can do your checks on it. It doesn't matter. Happy FBI, KGB, CIA, taxmen, everyone is happy. Money is safe and accounted for. What about feedback? Well, you got me, and I, because this is now close to me and I like to get out there, I will personally, once we've got this team together and everything's solid and taken care of, I'll personally go there and deliver the good news to Manmaya BK. And then on top of that, we've got written confirmation from the country director of Karma Flights, which is the charity program that we're working with. We've got written confirmation here of biannual school reports, but I'm not going to push them for biannual. Everyone's volunteers over here, and to push them for twice a year school reports is just, it's not necessary. So from my side, I'm happy to say once a year school reports, once a year photos of how the kids are doing, and then when the kids are literate and able to, then handwritten letters from them. Well, there's nothing for you to do. Nothing at all. I will send a follow-up email to you, follow-up message thingy-majiggy in 7 days' time, and I'll ask you in or out, in or out. And then you get to reply and say, "Pop, I'm in," or you get to ignore me. Just don't respond. Just be careful. because this message will self-destruct in 5 seconds. My eyelashes are touching my glasses. Anyway, okay, I'll see you in 7 days' time.